giving peasant. It's giving, actually you can't see the whole outfit, but the top is giving. So, I'm going to be doing a July TBR video. I've never really done month-to-month TBRs, but after following my summer TBR pretty closely, I figured I'd actually just consider that my June TBR and then move on with that and give myself a couple books to read in the month of July. Obviously, I do not believe I will finish all of these books, and some of them I've already actually started because as of filming this, it is July 3rd. But these are the books I need to read this month and need to read soon, rather than later, because I'm actually going on vacation and I would like to be able to get as much done before I'm on vacation. Well, I would love to read on the beach. I do have like a fear of sand getting in my books. I don't like having dirt and sand near things I hold very precious and valuable, so I want to do as much reading as before I go on vacation as possible. So, updates from my video on my summer TBR. I ended up reading the video. You can actually check what I read in my June TBR, my June wrap-up video. That's what I meant to say. But I ended up not reading Six of Crows, Pride and Prejudice, We Hunt the Flame, True Biz, Cruel Prince, Good Girl, We Got Bad Blood, and a couple more that were on that list. Now, I really want to read all those books, but I'm actually going to be switching TBRs because some of them just really aren't interesting me right now. And I do want to read all of them, but those books are not on my TBR at the moment. And I use Storygraph. If you guys don't use Storygraph, you can set up to 5 books to like be your up next books from your TBR. So like my TBR, which is a to be read list, if you don't know what that TBR means, is 160 books. So I set up 5 that I say these are the next 5 I would like to get to, which is really helpful in my mind. So let me go grab. I need to grab. All right. So I have a couple Cheryl Woods books. By the way, if you like my bag, it is from Paolo Pixels, I believe, on Instagram. They have the cutest little like dice themed bags, and so I got one for myself. And it was actually really nicely priced. So I will link their shop in the description if I remember to do that, and if I don't, I'll try. Alright, so I have a bunch of books by Cheryl Woods I need to read this month. I've been doing my reading as many trashy romance novels videos as possible, like as many romance books as possible, and I have all of this series to read. It's a 4-book series, and I'm excited to read this series. It's called the Money something series. What's it called? The $1 Million Destinies series. I believe it was a Hallmark movie at some point. But it's also called the Perfect Destinies series. So, it's got 2 names. Hopefully I have the right books. Anyway, I need to read these 4 books, and then after that, I need to read Home at Rose Cottage, the Rose Cottage Sisters series. I'm already halfway through one of them, so we're gonna get that going. Oh, hello! My hamster's awake. Hello, Anthony. Oh, please don't run on your wheel. Anthony, please go back to sleep. Thank you. Oh, that was so cute. Alright, next book, I'm going to be rereading Goose Girl. I read this every year and I haven't read it this year, and I started rereading it when I was getting my emissions done to get my car registered, you know, adult things, and I just love this book so much. It's a very short read. It's only like 370 pages, but I hold it very dear to my heart, and I need to, and I believe my copy is signed. My copy is signed by Shannon Hale. I love her books so much. So I'm going to be trying to reread all her books. I still haven't read a bunch of her adult novels, so I need to get onto those. Next, I'm going to be trying to read The Coddling of the American Mind. I was given this book when I graduated, and my uncle keeps asking me if I read it, so I gotta read it. And yeah, I'm really excited to read it. It's about something, how good intentions and bad ideas. I think it's about how, like, we're not strengthening the future generation by, like, overprotecting them and making their mental health not a priority. Bunch of these, not having them play as much as children. What is this about? Being too safe with our children. I think it's an interesting idea, and I'm excited to read it. I do not know politically how this book is. Most of my family's pretty right-wing Christian, which gives you an idea for how they are politically. And I am not that. I am a very loud, queer leftist person, which I do sympathize a lot with the right because I have family that's the right, so I can understand that point of view, and if you have that point of view, I don't hate you for having that point of view. I tend to be pretty centrist compared to a lot of left people, but I also tend to be really left compared to the place I live in. So, in the very, very conservative West, you know. And so I'm interested to know how this book is politically, just because I want to see what my uncle thought I would want to read. All right. Next book is... Where did it go? Next book is The Hunger Games. I've been reading to read this, and I started reading it and used... What did I use as a bookmark in this? I got something as a bookmark. I didn't even get to, like, the... I got to it being Primrose... Spoilers for The Hunger Games for the first chapter. I got to the point where they announced that it's Primrose who got drawn for The Hunger Games, but I didn't get any farther than that, and I just really need to get through this book. I'm very excited for it. So, yeah. It's a classic. It's a dystopian classic, and I'm surprised I've never read it. That was a weird hiccup burp thing. Another book I need to read is The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, by V.E. Schwab. I haven't read this. I don't know much about it. I just know that it's about a girl who, after people don't see her, like, they forget about her, so she's, like, kind of, you know, a loner, and then somebody remembers her or something, and what happens from there. And I'm really excited to read it. I love the cover on this. I love the binding is just beautiful. It's a book of the month from October 2020, but I didn't get it till very recently. And I'm excited to read it. So, yeah. And then for my last book I want to read this month is Beast of Prey by Ayanna Gray. Because I believe that there's a sequel coming out for it, and I would like to be able to read it so I can read the sequel if and when that comes out. And I just know it's about a fantasy jungle setting, so it should be good. Also, I believe my copy is signed by the author. I got this from a lady on Instagram. She gifted it to me. Well, by gifted, I mean I paid for shipping and she gave it to me. So it was super nice of her to do that. So I actually really like the cover on this. It's really pretty. Anyway, I need to read this, and I'm excited to read it. And fantasy jungle, that sounds really fun. So, one more book I just remembered. I would like to reread A Tale of Two Cities. I just got this beautiful Barnes & Noble copy. I got used, and it's in beautiful condition to be used. I do think it's really funny. This is the only part that shows you it's used, is that this was given as a Christmas present to somebody named Kate. And it was given by somebody named Elise. So Elise, I wish you the best, but your gift was given away. But I really like A Tale of Two Cities, and I would like to read it again. And I hope that I can read it again, possibly this month. So, I have my work cut out for me. Again, I do this every time, and I don't believe I'll get through all of these books, but I do hope to get through a decent chunk of them. So, yeah. Also, thank you guys so much. My first video hit 100 views. I'm now at 13 subscribers. I feel like I'm doing so much, like, so well, and I'm so thankful. There was a couple people that there was a person that commented that was like, oh, I love your videos. I can't wait to see what's next. And I just want to say those words are super encouraging. I love hearing that. If you guys have thoughts about books or just generally any topic feel free to comment down below, DM me on Instagram, follow me on Storygraph and Goodreads, like, subscribe, comment, do all the fun YouTube things, and I will see you guys all next time. Thank you so much for watching, and have a good day, and happy reading!